Peace. Yeah, I wanted to come on here this morning and speak about how social media is being a gift and a curse for us. It being a gift shortly. Um, Basically, I can remember when I was younger and we were doing music and I was in the theater and stuff like that, and you had to always rely on somebody that was on another tier to help move you forward. And I'm not saying it's not the same thing today, but the difference is that I don't have to sit back and wait for somebody to invite me. I can just go online and I can find or go direct to most people and be like, look, this is what I got going on. That's a gift. Then in this time where we're going through a lot of racial unrest, social unrest and stuff like that, we able to connect with our brothers and sisters, across on the continent, in the diaspora, and we could be able to try to come up with a solution to help our people. You know what I mean? It's a lot of other gifts, but those gifts mean a lot to me. Now the curse comes in is that, and I'm gonna say this because it's referencing a video that I saw on Instagram, and I know Instagram and Facebook is probably not the best place to actually look at videos because it's becoming non-productive, non-progressive. But at the same time, this man and this woman and these three children was laying on the street. I'm not sure the city or state they were in, but they were homeless. And it was a woman that walked up and blessed them with a few dollars and could be able to get a hotel room. Beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful. You know, the problem comes in is when you go into the comments. And I'm the type of person that I read the comments. I actually engage like you're supposed to do on social media. You know what I mean? I engage with people because I like to understand others' thoughts and, you know, see things from a different point of view. But those comments were atrocious. I'm talking about the majority of them was like automatically blaming the man for them being homeless without even knowing the situation. I'm not saying we don't have a lot of worthless people, but at the same time, how can you judge a situation? You don't know what this man been through. Oh, they talked about his clothes, say he's all dressed and nice and haircut and everything, but all his kids and the baby mama look dirty, which is nonsense. They didn't look dirty. What's wrong with a man keeping up with his appearance? He can't go get a job like you telling him, oh, he need to get a job, and then he running around looking like he is a bum. You feel me? Doesn't make sense. And it's like, how do you know this man didn't, something, catastrophic happened and he lost his job? You don't know that. You just automatically assume because you see him on the street with his kids and his wife that something is up with him. It's not as easy today like it was 10 years ago to go out there and get a job. I mean, even if he did get a job that day at that moment, that don't mean that he was going to be able to completely get them out that situation. Because it's really not too many people that's going to allow you to stay without having something to offer. So that just get that straight. And then sometimes what gets me is that a lot of these people that be in the comments that make these assumptions, that say these ignorant things, normally are people that either they work for somebody and they think that they don't made it, or they don't have to work because the benefits are taken care of from the government. So they automatically assume that if somebody's not working or they don't see somebody working or they see somebody in a situation, they blame them instead of blaming them the actual problem, which created the problem. We don't never go back to the source of the problem. We always deal with the symptoms of the problem. And that's the problem. I know that's a lot of problems, but that's what I understand. But then what really gets me, and I'm gonna be ready to get off of here, is the fact that it's not really other races that make these comments. It be our own. We point the finger at our own, and we always think the solution is, oh, go get a job. Like it's that easy to go get a job. Ain't no more. It's literally any more places that's allowing paper applications. Most of the time, you got to go online. And then how many other people have applied to that job online as you have? You see what I'm saying? So it's not as easy. No, I'm not trying to justify people just to not do anything. I'm just saying I'm looking at it from the reality. And the reality is you don't know what situation that man was in. You don't know what situation this woman was in. You just see him, her, and their kids. And the beautiful thing is that they're together. They're not apart where he's running off with doing whatever and she's running around trying to just find any man to come in and take care of the situation. They were together. You understand? So when I see something like that, I see unity. I see a man that has a purpose. He might be down on his down right now. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's down because of something that he did wrong, or that he's will always be down like that. We gotta do better, my people. We gotta do better than already judging our people because of what we learned from the people that created the problem.